Launched Android P on Pixel Slate. Fingerprint authentication mode on Pixel Slate. Portrait mode for camera app on Pixel Slate.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.